Hi everyone, hope this vlog finds you all in the best of health. This is Mads and I welcome you all to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you all the DIY daily worksheets for maths that Adi has been practicing for over a year now. All these worksheets cover the curriculum for LKG and above, and you can easily use them for the age group of 4 to 5 years. I will also be sharing the methodology that I use to explain the topics to Adi in a simpler way. So let's get started. First is circle the bigger number. Now, to make a child understand the bigger and the smaller number, first and foremost, they must be very thorough with the counting. Once they know the counting, then you can teach this concept in an easy way. Like the number which comes later has more objects to it, and that is why it is bigger. So they should understand the synonyms like bigger, more, greater. Then this concept becomes really easy. And it is a matter of practice. Every concept of maths definitely needs practice. So another way of making them understand is like I have two color pencils here, and here I have three. So 2, 3. 3 is bigger because it has more objects to it, and obviously 3 comes later in the counting. So that is how they will understand with practice. Same goes with the smaller number. The objects which are lesser in number is a smaller number. So circle the bigger number, circle the smaller number. You can initially start with 2 numbers, and then you can slowly and gradually increase the numbers to 3 or to a bigger number. Write in ascending order. Now, ascending order, the best way to make a child understand is that they need to just follow the counting. Like what comes in the counting first? 3, then 16, then 19. This is the easiest way to make them understand. Don't confuse them by telling that you have to write smaller to greater or greater to smaller. The easy way to make them understand the ascending concept is just to follow the counting. So again, they have to be really thorough with the counting, and then this concept becomes really easy. Next is write in descending order. For descending order, if they understand the meaning of more or greater, it will be very easy for them to do the descending order also. Like here, there are 4 numbers. So out of these 4 numbers, which is the greater number? 26. So after writing 26, you are left with only 3 numbers. So out of these 3 numbers, which is the greater number next? So that is how they can segregate and write. It is just a matter of practice. Once you make them understand that how they need to go through the concept, it will be very easy for them to do all the activities in the worksheet. Then write before number. Again, if they are thorough with the counting, it will be really easy. Write after number. Write in between numbers. Next activity comes color odd and even numbers. Now this is one concept for which you can either make them understand by drawing the lines hypothetically, or you can make them understand with the objects. I'll tell you both the ways. First, like if I have 3, 1, 2, 3. Now if I want to divide it, like if I have 3 color pencils here, you can take any other objects, their toys or their colors. Now I want to give 1 to your sibling and 1 to you. Now I'm left with only 1. So 1 I have given you, 1 I have given to your sibling. I'm left with 1. I cannot divide this 1 amongst you two. So this is an odd number because it cannot be equally divided. Now we'll take an example of an even number here. I have 4 color pencils. I give 1 to you, 1 to your sibling. So make them draw the lines and make them do it with the object so that they know how to divide it. Then I give 1 more to you both. So we are left with nothing, 2 each. So it can easily be divided into equal. So it becomes an even number. This is the easiest way to make a kid understand with the help of drawing these lines as well as the objects. Next, color the same picture. So they just need to look carefully and identify. This also helps in logical reasoning or logical thinking. So they just need to look at all the pictures carefully and they need to color the picture which has the same number of objects. Then again the counting follows. Write the missing numbers. If they know the before numbers, it becomes really easy to write the both before numbers. Like first they can write what comes before 8, 7, then what comes before 7, 6. Like that you can teach them if there are two blanks with which the missing numbers is starting. Next comes the concept of subtraction. How many are left? Now this also you can make your child understand with the help of objects easily. I made them understand with the help of candies and chocolates. You can make them understand with any object or toy with their choice. Like here I have 5 apples. So I'll first make you all understand how it goes with the objects. Like if I have 5 colors here and I tell you to give me 2 colors. So you gave me 2 colors. How many are left with you? So this is one way of teaching them. Another way of teaching is like if there are 5 apples, minus 2. So they must understand that this is known as minus, which means that we need to deduct or remove the next number 2. So cut 2. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. This is another way of telling. Counting objects together is very much easy for a 4-year-old. They just need to count, write the number here, count, write the number here. This plus this is equals to how much? So they can count it together. You can again teach them with the help of objects. Like if I have 3 pencils here, I have 4 pencils here. 3 plus 4 is equals to how many? Count them together. They can also do it on their fingers. Similarly, minus also they can do on their fingers. Like if I have 4, you need to close 2 fingers. 4 minus 2 is equals to 2. So these are different ways of teaching a kid about addition and subtraction. The next concept comes solving this puzzle kind of thing. It again goes with logical reasoning as well as maths. So it is pretty much easy. They just need to first write the number, whatever number is there for the designated object, and then they need to add it. Now addition totally depends that how a kid does, whether they do it on their fingers or whether they do it by drawing the lines. Like for this we have the value of 3, for the tree 4, for the rhombus 3. So this is how Addie does it. 3 plus 4 plus 3. So she counts all of them together. Color odd sequence. So they just need to go through the sequence. E, D is not in correct sequence. So they just need to color it. Like here I, J is not in correct sequence. They just need to color it. Next is count and tick the equal object boxes. So first a kid can count and write the number, and whichever cloud has the same number of objects, they can tick them both. Like 3, 3. So they can just put a simple tick here. Now here, color 2 numbers which are equal to 6. You can take any number here. Like when I taught this concept to Addie, I started with 2. Color 2 numbers which are equal to 2. So you have to give them 2 numbers which equal to 2. Now easy way is, because it is 6, so we will not consider 7 and 8 because they are greater than 6. So no need to consider them. You can just ignore them. Then we are left with 4, 1 and 2. So 4 plus 1, how much? If that comes, fine. Otherwise 4 plus 2. So that is how you can teach them to do the combination. Color the objects for given number. The number that is given, they need to count and color those many objects. Next comes cross the extra objects. So whatever number is mentioned here, you need to count and you need to cross the remaining. Now once a kid is familiar with the concept of left and right, like a kid who writes with the right hand, it becomes easy for them to understand, because you can just teach them that the hand with which you write, that is the right direction. So this goes towards this side, and left, the other hand goes towards this side. So with the help of arrows, you can make them understand this concept. So fourth, you need to cross from left, and from right, you need to cross 8. So they can count and accordingly cross. Next activity is, there are 6 triangles which are already given. You need to add 8 more. You can take any shapes, any numbers in this, count them together, and then how many. An easy one. Next comes the pattern. For pattern, there are 2 types of activities. One is with the numbers and the shapes in which they can write. So the easy way with the help of which I taught Addy is to speak or recite the pattern, like 12, 12, 16, 16, 35, 35, 41, 41, 4, 4. So this is one of the easy way that they speak it, so that it registers in their mind that what are they talking. 25, 26, 27, 25, 26, 27. So like that, it becomes easy for a kid to repeat the pattern. Next type of pattern is that they can circle and complete the pattern. So same concept goes with this, like 2 stars, 1 triangle, 2 stars, 1 triangle, 2 stars. So they can just circle it. There are different types which I have mentioned here. This is pretty simple. Once a kid knows the number names, you can just do count and match. They can just count and match it with the number name. Then how many times the triangle is there, so they can either circle it or cross it or slash it and then count and write the number here. This is again counting, count and circle the correct number, count and write. Now because this is a circle, so at times a kid gets confused, so they can just put a simple dot from where they are starting, so that they don't end up counting an object double. This is the easy way. Then half of this is this. Now again, if they know how to do odd and even numbers, it becomes really easy, because then they know how to divide a certain number into half. So I'll do one for you all. Half of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now half of 8 is what? So start cutting from left and right, both the directions. So nothing is left. It is divided into equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of 8 is 4. So this is just a matter of practice. It is very easy. If the kids are taught to do it in an easy way, it becomes really easy for them to understand and do such activities. Now again, this goes with the counting. Numbers which are below 6, they need to color it green. The numbers which are above 6, they need to color it red. So if a kid is thorough with the counting, this also becomes very easy. Initially, if they don't understand it orally, then you can just make them write. Like here the number is 6. Supposingly if it is 8, you can make them write till 8. So the numbers which fall below 6 or before 6, they can color them green, and rest of the numbers, they obviously fall after 6, so they can color them red. So this is one way of doing it initially, till the time they don't understand it fully. Once the kid is familiar with the number names, this is just fill in the blanks to complete the number names. Match the position. Now for this, first you need to make a child understand that first means 1, second means 2, third means 3. So once you orally make them understand, how I make Addy do this is, she simply writes the numbers below the objects, and then I just read it to her, and then she matches. Like this is second, so you need to match it with 2, because 2 means second. Third, you need to match it with 3, like that. Now here, how many group of 4 are there? And how many total stars are there? So grouping means when something is put together. So first they need to count and write the number here. Like if we see 3, 4, 2, 4. Now how many group of 4 are there? So if we see 1, 2 groups of 4, and then total stars. So they can just count them together and write the number here. Same here, circle the 2nd, 7th and 10th. So again, you can make your kid write the numbers below. And then accordingly, you can tell 2nd, 7th, 10th. So this way it becomes easy. They are able to relate. Otherwise, right now because the kid is small, so they will not be able to do it without the numbers. Write number names. Again, you can give them any numbers. Circle 8 triangles, circle 21 balls. So they can just keep counting and keep circling. So these are different type of activities, so that a kid's foundation for maths becomes strong. Again, the number names, they need to read the number names and match it with the given numbers. Backward counting, they can just simply complete the backward counting. I give the arrow so that a child doesn't get confused that where to go or where to write the number. You can do it in any way, whichever is comfortable. Now this is the dice system, which is used in addition also. I have given an activity for addition for the dice also, so that they know how the dice or the dots work. Here, So this is again a very simple activity. You can give them any number. I have given 5. So they just need to count and circle the dice with the 5 dots. Now this is following the maze to help the butterfly reach the flower. You can give them any number. I have given 54 to 69. So the child just needs to follow the counting which goes in this particular asked pattern. Circle the odd one out. Now, if you see, everything given here is a shape except the tree. So this becomes the odd one out. For this, you can give them different activities. There are multiple activities that can be given to them, like eatables can be given to them with an animal, or farm animals can be drawn with another animal. So this is kind of an easy activity. Now, greater, smaller and equal. Right now, I have not taught Addie the greater and the smaller sign. However, she very much understands the concept of greater number and smaller number, because if you make your child understand bigger, smaller, it becomes very easy for them to understand greater, smaller also. So they just need to count, write the number. For the greater number, they need to put a tick. For the smaller number, they need to put a cross. And if the numbers are equal, then the sign of equal. For equal, I have taught her the sign. So 2 here, 2 here. So they are equal. This is again very simple. They just need to count and write the number of a specific object. So these are the DIY maths worksheets that Addie has been doing for the past 1 year, because now she will be moving to the next level of education. That is why I thought of sharing with you all. I will be adding more math related and logical reasoning related activities to her worksheet. So as and when I will be adding it, I will definitely be sharing it with you all. So thanks for watching, and do share these worksheets further with your family and friends. Do give us a thumbs up if you like doing these worksheets with your kids. If you have any concerns, you can definitely drop in the comments below. And till we meet again, take care. Bye-bye.